Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode. Today we're going to be reviewing Batman Detective Comics issue 1068. And super interesting cover, honestly, that once again, this is another one after you read the issue, it makes a bit more sense. It was a bit off-putting. I was like, what? What? But now I totally get it. Alright guys, now before we get dived into what's going on in Detective Comics by Ram V in Albuquerque, do want to let you guys know real quick about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel #1 variant. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel. That'll give you a chance to win. Alright guys, let's get dived into Detective Comics 1068. Now, as always, we're going to be going heavy into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled for this issue, that is your warning. Next up, we always shout out the creative team, because without the creative team, we wouldn't have a comic book, right guys? So in this issue, we have Ram V as the writer, Ivan Reese and Raphael Albuquerque are doing art, Danny Mickey is doing inks, and Dave Stewart is doing the colors with Ariana Maher doing letters. Now, as we start, we're getting some some over talking, like we're kind of inside the mind of Two-Face, and we're getting his good side is talking, right? It says, "Too far. This has all gone too far. The gangsters who stood in the way of my engineered ascension, the League of Assassins, villains in their own right, all of that violence and wrath. I contended with it, no, I took part in it, but this is too far. They're taking them down into the old abandoned subway tunnels, sorting through them, the healthy from the infirm, the young from the old, men, women, children, and they're tethering them to the Asmere, turning the forgotten voices of Gotham into an army. For now, an unseen horde, growling in the dark. These are people I used to fight for. They believed in Harvey Dent." As we get his Two-Face side, kind of making fun of him and telling him, "Look, if you give me control, I can help." And as we see, he basically says, no, he's never gonna lose. He doesn't lose. You're wrong. He'll win. You'll see, right? And we get Batman arriving on the scene as him and Detective Jim Gordon have kind of figured out what's going on, and Batman is now on the hunt for this werewolf guy, right? And so there he is, right there. He confronts the werewolf in battle, and the werewolf guy definitely thinks he has the upper hand, but unfortunately Batman was smart, and he used, as he says, "My suit's been infused with nano silver in every hit, through pores, through lungs. It's now in your blood, wolf." Now, what was that saying? What was that you were saying about my mistake? Because he was saying, you've made a mistake trying to fight me. And as Batman's basically, he's kind of beating the wolf guy with this silver, because he was prepared. As always, Batman comes prepared. Unfortunately, this guy comes from behind, and Batman is not prepared for him. And he says, "The Ten Claw has lived through the fall of whole civilizations, and I have seen lifetimes of gods and devils pass me by, Batman. What is a man in a costume compared to that? My name is Darkblood, the Flesh Crafter, and though it may not seem like it, I am in fact a healer, a Hierophant." And as we see, he ends up breaking Batman's ribs. At least that's what he says, is that I broke his ribs and infected him with some Asmere. And so Batman's knocked unconscious with the Asmere, and Two-Face has been watching, Two-Face has been watching all this happen. And we get this amazing panel here where Two-Face's good side is saying, you can help him right now, but you won't unless I give you the man behind the mask. Why does it have to be that way? because he's been wanting him to tell him who Batman is. And he says, he is the only friend I've ever had. He would never forgive me. And the evil side says they're going to kill him or worse. Turn him into their puppet just like you. And still, the coward that you are, you will not let me help him. Because it is in my nature, Harvey. Because there is always bastard work that needs doing. I am an utter bastard, and you need me. Despite all your posturing, you need me. You've always needed me, even before. I am the only friend you've ever had, and he will understand how. Could he not? Look at him, Harvey. He's just like us. And we get, this is the awesome panel I was talking about. We get Two-Face on this side, right? And then the dichotomy of Batman kind of being infected by the Asmir at this time, and he's struggling to maintain himself, and that bat creature Barbados is talking to Batsy in his head again, and so then like basically it's not looking good for Batman. Batman gets back up. He's pissed. He's infected. He's somehow still going. Check this panel out right here of him just super upset. I thought that was awesome. And then he goes, the one guy goes like, he's impressed. Like, no man should still be standing. What are you? What kind of demon are you, Batman? And but Harvey's watching this and knows this is Batman's last. It's all he has. And basically finally decides, he flips a coin, and he ends up deciding he's gonna let Two-Face, the evil side, who is not under the control of Asmir, take over. And in a great scene, I love this, where you still don't quite know if he's going to be under the control of Asmir or not. You find out he comes up and he just starts firing this gun at the wolf guy, as the wolf guys asked him, finish Batman, thinking that he's under the spell of the Asmir, and he instead turns the gun and fires it at the Wolfman guy. And I love the line too. Goodbye, Wolfman. Bang, bang, bang. And he says, and hello, Bruce Wayne, old friend, as he grabs Bruce Wayne, who's unconscious, and starts carrying him to safety. Now, he ends up carrying him all the way to where he thinks he's going to find some help, Jocasta Joy's house. Unfortunately, and this is the teaser ending page for this issue, unfortunately, we find Crazy Eye Girl, who's also part of this whole, new bad guys that are infiltrating Gotham. The Crazy Eye Girl seems to have possibly taken Jocasta Joy out, and is right there. And Batman's unconscious, and so what's Two-Face gonna do, right? And then the backup story is actually kind of going back and continuing with Jim Gordon and this new younger superhero powered character who there's a lot, I can't read it all. It would to make push this episode really far, but basically to surmise it, he seems to be able to hear other people's thoughts and kind of feel what they're feeling. And he ends up trying to track down the music that the Asmir's creating that seems to be somehow infecting and controlling people, right? And so he's kind of hunting that down, and he ends up running into Batman. And just so you guys can get a taste of the art style for the backup team, and so he runs into Batman, and he sees Batman as a insane, crazed bat demon thing, because he kind of gets all of Gotham's fears projected on him of who Batman really is. So he's kind of in shock and unable to see Batman for who he really is. Either that, or he sees that he's actually infected by the Asmir. This looks like to have taken place a little bit before what happened in this issue. Then, you know, we also get some sort of reveal that during all this, he has a tattoo on his back of a bird, and that seems to light up. I will show that right here, as you can see, and they show some other panels too where it's kind of lighting up, but that's the best what the bird tattoo that he has looks like. That sort of lights up, and they're, you know, kind of interested about that. And then that's kind of the end of it. They're not really sure where to continue with the investigation, because this lead's kind of gone cold. And as the kid states at the end, I'm afraid someone has taken advantage of our diversion, James W. Gordon. I believe it is as you said. Gotham does not give up its secrets so easily. And this backup story is written by Simon Spurrier. Danny is the artist. Colors by Lee Luridge. Letters by Steve Wands. Alright, so my thoughts on Detective Comics 1068. I'm still enjoying this one. In fact, I think to me this was my favorite issue of all of them, of Ram V's run so far. At least for me, I'm starting to see kind of a point to what he's trying to tell. We're, I think, 5 issues in, maybe 6, and I'm definitely starting. It's starting to grow on me, the art. Additionally, it's starting to grow on me this, you know, the fact that Two-Face is good side is still a good guy, right? And he's like fighting on the inside of his head, if you will, against himself. And I'm kind of finding that really entertaining with this run. It's, you know, Two-Face is a character I've always definitely liked, and so I just feel like he's being written well right now. You know, V has a good grasp on that character, and it's interesting to see, you know, him kind of taking a bit of a lead role here. He's been, you know, consistently in this run, and at least had a part where you know, you saw. In fact, I believe it was started with a backup story, with just him and kind of talking with his two-faced half, and eventually at the end of that, sort of they held an embrace and kind of came to an agreement to at least work together. So that's, you know, I guess I have a lot of questions about that, because now we have the evil version of Two-Face is in control, but he saved Batman's life, and that's interesting. To me, that's interesting, and I don't know, you know, obviously they didn't fully reveal it, but it's pretty much kind of spelled out for you that part of this deal, you know, was that the evil Two-Face wouldn't take over unless good side of him told him who Batman was, which was a secret that he had been withholding from him. So, you know, we're left under the assumption that evil Two-Face now knows who Bruce, you know, who Batman is, that he's Bruce Wayne, and, you know, what is he gonna do with that? Is he still bad? Is he just gonna save Batman in this instance, but his plan is to take over Gotham after the fall of, you know, the I forget the Orgums? Yeah. After the fall of the Orgum family, and, you know, Gotham's left in just complete devastation. Is he thinking, you know, then I can swoop in and take over? I don't know. And that's what has me curious. Because I feel like he's still going to turn back to the dark. You can't have a good guy Two-Face. That's not going to last. Alright, guys, that's what I have. I give Batman Detective Comics 1068 a thumbs up. It's been really fun. having fun with Ram V's run. And like I said, Albuquerque's art is growing on me. Kind of fits that gritty style. Alright guys, that's what I have. As always, if you watch this far into the video, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the algorithm. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.